Hello everyone! Welcome to possibly the most anticipated HMR to ever be released ever, at least since the finale aired a couple of years ago. This supplemental is on the Blu-ray release of Thomas and the Magic Railroad here in 2020. One of the only good things that happened in 2020. You might be wondering, hey, that's not the Blu-ray that's on screen right now. You're right, it's not, because we're doing a brief history today, as it's been a long time since we actually looked at Thomas and the Magic Railroad. So as many of you know, Thomas and the Magic Railroad was released into theaters in July of 2000. It flopped horrendously, made no profit whatsoever, and basically killed the franchise where it stood. Maybe not that extreme, but it did not turn a profit. It was a flop. The movie was then released onto DVD in that very same year, 2000. That's the version we looked at here. This is the 2000 original DVD print. I didn't bother pulling out my VHS out of my cabinet because it's all the way in the back, but here it is. Again, quick refresher. That's what the disc looks like. Thomas and Lady. This movie hasn't been reprinted a lot, but back in 2019, in January of 2019, Magic Railroad was reprinted onto DVD. Once again, we had a supplemental on this. The reason I know it's January of 2019 is because this version is sealed. You can see right there, 19th of January. $3.74, so really not that expensive of a purchase. It was then announced in, I believe, early 2020 or late 2019 that Thomas and the Magic Railroad would be released on Blu-ray courtesy of Shout Factory, which is a third-party distributor of movies and also television shows. Shout Factory is known for putting out random, obscure stuff onto physical media. I personally own a Danny Phantom complete series set that was released by them, as well as their latest Escape from New York Blu-ray, which is fantastic, by the way. So when I first learned that Shout was going to be putting out this Blu-ray, I was ecstatic. I was really excited to see what they were going to do with this Blu-ray. And I was also just plain excited to have this movie on Blu-ray even to begin with, because we've never had a Blu-ray release of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I was already hyped for this Blu-ray, but then once I saw that trailer that came out a couple months ago that featured director's cut footage, new interviews and such that are on this disc, I was even more ecstatic. So I pre-ordered my copy from Shout Factory. It is now shown up. Here is that Blu-ray. There is no slipcover, which is kind of upsetting, although Shout Factory is not really known for having slipcovers, so I can go ahead and let that go. Blu-ray disc logo up at the top. 20th anniversary version right there, which is true. This is the 20th anniversary of Magic Railroad. Blu-ray plus DVD. There's no digital copy though, but I do have a way to show you how to get one. I'll show it to you later. You got Peter Fonda, Mara Wilson, and Alec Baldwin up there at the top. Their names listed below. Thomas and the Magic Railroad with that image of Thomas and Lady that was used on the 2000 DVD print. Interestingly, that these three profile pictures here of our main three actors are just reuse from that poster from that 2000 DVD print. But hey, I like this poster. It's very nice. You got a little sticker here. First time on Blu-ray. It includes new interviews and deleted storyline scenes. Ooh, that means director's cut. Probably. The side, Blu-ray plus DVD logo, and it tells you that this is indeed a 2-disc set. Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Portrait of Thomas, and there's your Shout Factory Kids logo, as this is a Shout Factory Kids release. But it's all just funneled through Shout Factory. Much like Escape from New York is actually Scream Factory, but it's a subsidiary of Shout Factory. It's kind of confusing, I know. Ride the Rails to Adventure includes Blu-ray and DVD discs. We've got a barcode there. Alec Baldwin's Mr. Conductor looking at our blurb about the movie, as well as a list of special features. They've got interviews, there's a documentary on here, deleted scenes, a lot of stuff here that we're going to take a look at during the menu tour. And then we've got some cast and crew information as well as technical specifications. Now, let me just go ahead and show you here. This does say that the Blu-ray is in widescreen format, so I'm kind of ecstatic to see this movie in widescreen format, even if it is cropped. I don't care if it's cropped. I just want to watch this movie not in 4:3. You might have noticed that there is still cellophane on my Blu-ray copy, which means unboxing video. Also, I saw a comment on a previous HMR that noticed my new pocket knife. This actually isn't my pocket knife per se. This was actually my father's. I'm just borrowing it for the time being until he notices. Because this one's sharper than my other one, and I don't know how to sharpen things. So let's... Ooh. The cellophane has now been broken. And we'll just pull this off. The cellophane is off, and that's how you know that that little sticker was actually a sticker. It is on the cellophane there. We'll throw that over there. Get out of the frame. There we go, that's better. Now let's take a look at the contents inside. Ooh, there's new artwork on the discs. I like that. Here's our DVD with the theatrical poster art there. Very nice. Labeled DVD up there at the top. And our Blu-ray, that's really good poster art. I like the color tint on that Blu-ray. And it says Blu-ray there. And I think there's some artwork inside of this. Let's take a look. Take the discs out. And there is! Look, there's Peter Fonda and Mr. C. Jr. and Mara Wilson and Alec Baldwin. It's all the humans right here in this one little promotional shot. I like that a lot, actually. There's no inserts or anything here, which I wouldn't expect there to be, as there's not a digital download copy code included. However, as I mentioned earlier, there is a way for you to get a digital download copy of Thomas and the Magic Railroad, but you need the Vudu app to do it. So I've got my phone here, and if I click the Vudu app, it'll pull up. Takes a little while to load. There it is. You can see it on screen right now. Now I'm going to shift to a screen recording of this app. So now we're on the screen recording here. I'm going to pull this little side menu over, scroll down to this little thing right here, Disc to Digital. Ignore that thing in the card already. Disc to Digital is exactly what it sounds like. You can convert your discs to digital movies, and it's pretty cool, actually. So we click scan barcode here. It will detect where your location is, because you have to have the same address. You have to be located at the same address as you have on file to send the bills to. So if I pick up Thomas and the Magic Railroad here, you'll see it's shifted to a camera. And if I bring the barcode close, it will scan it. Okay, so I guess it doesn't work with the Blu-ray. That's a live fail on camera here. But rest assured, folks, if you have a DVD copy of Thomas and the Magic Railroad, this will work, I swear. This is how I got this converted to digital on my own personal Vudu. I guess because this Blu-ray is brand new, it's not in the Vudu database yet. So we'll put that aside. Grab your DVDs now, folks. Now we're going to switch back to the screen recording here. Scan barcode. Alright, camera pulls up. Grab the DVD. Scan the barcode. Checking disc eligibility. And since this title is already owned in my Vudu library, I can't scan it and show you here, but on your own personal Vudu, if you don't already own Thomas and the Magic Railroad, you can convert it to either SD for, I think it's $2 for a standard definition conversion, or $5 for a HD conversion. Yes, it costs a little bit extra, but if you want to have Magic Railroad on your Voodoo account, you can convert it that way. I guess you could just rip it if you have the means to do that. Honestly, it's a lot more expensive to buy a external Blu-ray drive in order to rip this Blu-ray, so I would just convert it on Voodoo for the low cost of $5. I'm not sponsored, by the way, but hey Voodoo, if you're looking for sponsorships, hit me up. I actually use your service a hell of a lot. So that wraps up our close-up section for the supplemental. Let's move right along to the menu tour. This is the part that everyone's excited for, including me. Alright folks, here we are for the DVD portion of the Thomas and the Magic Railroad Shout Factory Blu-ray menu tour. Of course, we always start with the lower quality subpar format. That's just how this show goes. We got a fairly simplistic menu here with just a elongated version of the poster art found on the Blu-ray case itself. Fairly simple. We got play, extras, scenes, audio, and subtitles. For extras, we have another little menu here with Percy. We have Return to Shining Time, Part 1, As Precious as Gold, and Return to Shining Time, Part 2, Unfinished Business. Now, this Return to Shining Time documentary, really good. Especially Part 2. Part 2 is very heartfelt and does a pretty good job at showing some previously unseen interviews and such from the time of Magic Railroad's filming. Hello, Mr. Conductor. Oh, hello, Billy. That is a little featurette on Mr. Conductor, Finding Your Sparkle, There's Something About This Place, The Sounds of Sodor, which is a really cool featurette featuring the composer of the film, Hummy Man, Behind the Scenes Reel, Deleted Storylines, Theatrical Trailer, and a deleted scene. Now, the deleted storylines portion of the movie. This is what everyone's interested in seeing. This is a 1 hour, basically trimmed down version of Thomas and the Magic Railroad with director's cut footage. Now, if you remember, a few months ago, there was a assembly/work print cut that got leaked on Twitter. A lot of fandom members got it. Allegedly, I might have seen a bit of it. The cut that's on this Blu-ray, it's a different cut than the one that got leaked out. There are some similar scenes, but a lot of this footage that's in this deleted storylines feature here, new footage. It's stuff that no one that doesn't have contacts within Mattel has seen. I've seen it all. It's pretty great, I gotta say. You can tell, however, when it's deleted footage and when it's footage that's in the actual film, because if the footage that's in the film is HD, director's cut footage hasn't been remastered yet, and it looks eh. However, this entire deleted storylines bit, it's worth your $20 that you're going to spend to buy this Blu-ray. It's worth it entirely. And then the theatrical trailer. This is an interesting thing here because the theatrical trailer that's on this disc is from another Thomas fan. As a matter of fact, he's Unknown Thomas Fan 1, or Brandon Carty. This is his trailer that's on this disc. He did a 4K scan of a Thomas and the Magic Railroad theatrical trailer, uploaded it to his YouTube channel. Looks great. Unfortunately, Shout Factory took the version he uploaded onto YouTube and slapped it on this disc. And according to Carty on Twitter, he offered Shout Factory his trailer master that he made. He offered it to them. He said, you can have it just straight from the source. Shout Factory said, nah, we're going to just download it off of YouTube and have a bunch of compression issues when they put it onto this disc. This trailer looks okay. It could have been improved vastly if they had just taken it straight from Carty's source. So I don't know why Shout Factory made the choice to just rip it off of YouTube. That makes no sense to me. And then the deleted scene is presumably the Summer Sunday deleted scene that's been on every single Magic Railroad release up until this point. I'm just going to go ahead and confirm that here. Yep, this is it. This is the Summer Sunday scene. You can see it's about 29 seconds long. And as you can tell, this footage is not exactly the best. This is what a lot of the deleted storyline footage scenes look like. So let's head back to the main menu here. For scenes, we have just numbered scenes here with a lot of familiar screenshots. Fairly simple menu here. We go up to 6 scenes if we go to the next page. Now we're up to 12. Good number of scenes on this disc, I gotta say. Now we're up to 16. So, yeah, 16 scenes altogether for a barely close to 90-minute movie. That's pretty impressive. For audio, we have a 5.1 mix and a 2.0 mix. 5.1, that's pretty good, actually, for Magic Railroad. I don't think it's ever had a 5.1 mix before. I think it's only had 2.0, so that's interesting. Subtitles, correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, if it has had a 5.1 mix. I'm not sure. We only have English as an option. You can see it up there in parentheses, and you can either have them on or off. And Mr. Conductor is on that weird flower telephone thing that is never actually explained in the movie. So that wraps up the DVD. Let's take a look at the Blu-ray. Okay, I swear we're on the Blu-ray menu. If you can't tell through the camera since I'm filming in 1080p, this menu is now in 1080p, and look at that. The Blu-ray's in the player. This menu is exactly the same. I got a ding Shout Factory there for just a little bit. They use the same menu template. I'm not a fan of that. I like my menus to be different, but the way you select things is now like covering the entire option, I guess. That's cool. On the DVD it was a little triangle, so that's okay, I guess. We got play, extras. You'll find the exact same extras as on the DVD, which I think is interesting that they were able to fit all of this onto a standard DVD. You'll notice though there's this weird glitch. Now I don't know if this is just my copy, but see how this Return to Shining Time Part 1 is not filling up where it's supposed to be? It's not filling up the space where the title is. If I scroll down to like, hello Mr. Conductor, finding your sparkle, the whole word lights up, you know, with the white around it. But with the Return to Shining Time stuff, it's moved over slightly, and I don't know what the problem is there. It gets even worse though when I select play and it starts playing. If you'll look, return, it doesn't go away. It remains throughout the entire documentary, and it's the same for part 2. I don't know what the problem is. Again, I don't know if this is just my copy or if everyone's copy is going to look like this. I just don't know. And then when I leave it, you know, like I said, it goes away and it's perfectly fine. I don't understand that. I don't know if this is just a glitch in my copy or if every single person's Blu-ray copy is going to look like this. At the time of recording this HMR, my pre-order shipped early and got here early. It hasn't reached its official release date yet, so although by the time that this HMR comes out, I think it comes out the day after this HMR comes out. So once everybody gets their Blu-rays in hand, people will be able to tell me if their copy is the same as mine. Like I said, the extras exactly the same as on the DVD. There's no exclusive features, except if you want to watch the movie in 1080p HD. Scenes, I presume, are the exact same as on the DVD. Yep, same scenes, same audio options. We've already got 5.1 DTS HD selected. And then subtitles, English on or off. Now for those of you who haven't seen Magic Railroad in full glorious widescreen aspect ratio, I'm going to give you a little taste of it here. Just look at this. Look at this in its widescreen glory. Look at that in its widescreen glory. That is, I love seeing this not cropped. I'm so sick and tired of watching Magic Railroad in 4:3 when it wasn't intended to be like that. This looks great. And the 1080p transfer on this movie is pretty good too. I mean, you can see in this one shot, the colors are nice and vibrant. Thomas looks great. Of course, all the model scenes looked great to begin with, but now they're even better being in HD. I love this transfer. Unfortunately, it won't let me go back to the menu. That's dumb. So if you can't already tell, between my love for this transfer of Magic Railroad, the fact that it's in widescreen, the fact that it's in 1080p, the fact that we've got an hour's worth of deleted scenes, We've got like 4-something featurettes and a 2-part documentary on Magic Railroad here. I think this Blu-ray is totally worth $20 that you're going to pay for it. I had mine shipped to me directly from Shout Factory, so it cost me a little bit extra for shipping, but if you find this movie in a store, pick it up. Or, better yet, go to shoutfactory.com right now and just buy it there. It'll come straight to your door. Guys, seriously, please buy this Blu-ray. Tell Shout Factory that we want this kind of stuff for Thomas and friends. I was already a fan of Shout Factory before this Blu-ray, but now I'm an even bigger fan. I love this release. And now I just have to go ahead and say this right now before someone says, "Oh, you're sponsored by Shout Factory. That's why you love this release and you got it early." I'm not sponsored by Shout Factory. Shout Factory has never contacted me directly about anything. I just put in my pre-order for Magic Railroad the day it went up for pre-order, and it showed up early. That's how I got it early, in case anybody was wondering. I'm not sponsored by them. I'd love to be sponsored by them. That'd be great. However, I'm not, and this is my own personal opinion about this Blu-ray. I love it, and I think you should go buy it. With that all being said, that wraps up this Blu-ray supplemental for Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Also, did you guys hear that Magic Railroad is coming back into theaters for one day only? That's pretty awesome, and I might just go see that. Also might be a vlog. Who knows? Actually, I do. But you don't, and you won't know until it comes out, so ha! Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, good night everybody.